Y'all gonna have to excuse me a little bit. I just had to talk with my ancestors, so real quick. What to do if you hate your 9 to 5 or you hate working, period, but you can't quit, right? If you hate your 9 to 5 or you just hate working in general, regardless, it don't even matter. There's two things, okay? Why did them balloons just go by like that? Listen, between my ancestors and what are, okay. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, y'all. Like, why did y'all just come in like that, though? Listen, y'all, my ancestors crazy. And I feel like I just formally met them today. And it's just, it's different. Like, I've never felt like this in my life before. I can't even explain it. I don't have no words for it. I'm supposed to be talking about the job. They telling me to talk about them. But in turn, giving me something. Wishing me happy belated birthday. Because at the time my birthday came, I couldn't hear them yet. My energy was blocked from being able to hear them. Your ancestors ain't nobody but you. It's an energy, not a person. It's an energy. It's a deity. It's a spirit. It's something that is you. Reflection of you. Literally. Now let's see if this is a birthday filter or something and them balloons was just supposed to come down like that. Then I know if I'm on to something or not, right? Anywho, there's two ways you can go about not liking your 9 to 5, but you can't quit it. Either one, there is something that you can do or something that you can change in order to not have to work that particular 9 to 5 or that job. Or two, there's nothing that you can do or everything that you've tried didn't work out, or whatever you continue trying hasn't worked yet because it's not time for it to work. And that's just where you're supposed to be for the time being. That's just what it is. Sometimes we get put in positions where we're just supposed to be there at the time. It's just not time yet. That don't mean stop trying to or stop doing things in order to change your situation. Don't ever give up on that. But still just understand that there's a reason why you still have to be at this job, or there's a reason why or a way that you can change your situation, right? So take it for example, right? Say I'm working a job. I'm gonna just use my personal experience, right? I still work a 9 to 5. I'll have a job, right? And so I have other things that I do too that bring in other streams of income, which is cool. But I still work a regular job. So in saying that, when I've been on my job for over 7 years now, right? And in being at this job, I've worked different positions. So I made that next video, and ain't no balloons come up. So I'm not tripping. Me and my ancestors actually talked today. This is insane. I can't explain it. It's just like if you know, you know, and if you don't, you know. That's all I got to say. I can't believe, oh my God. You know what they told me, Sue? They want me to tell you. So you know what they told me? I had made a video not too long ago talking about how I wanted to be able to stop taking medications that I've been taking and stuff like that for, you know, antidepressants, stuff like that, stuff that I've been on for years. And I've been cool for, you know, a while now. Like I said, I think in a previous video, I have not even talked to my therapist in like over 6 months, maybe a little bit shorter. Yeah, something like that, right? So like now it's just like Friday. It was just so many things that I started new, or certain things that I just said I was stopping doing, okay? More on those things later. But the whole point is, once I stopped taking one of the pills that I take every night, I stopped taking it Friday. I didn't take it Saturday, and I didn't take it Sunday. 3 days, right? 3 days, that's my life path number. And then I have an encounter for the first time, for real, formally, with my ancestors. The medicine was blocking it. That's what they said. Baby, I know I'm going vegan now. It's up. Like, y'all don't understand this energy. Y'all don't understand the energy to be able to reverence, to be able to thank, to be able to be like, wow, y'all been here this whole time, but I just couldn't communicate with y'all because I was blocked by the foods I was eating, or I was blocked because of my pineal gland not being healed or being unhealthy, my chakras not being aligned, whatever the case may be. It's like they always was there, but they was waiting on me. I was blocking me because your ancestors are you. My spirit, everything was being blocked because of the way that I was moving and the way that I was living, until I started doing the work and realizing what was going on and being serious about growing, being serious about what I'm going to do, like, with my life. This crazy. They literally act just like me because they is me. It's an energy. I would tell y'all their names, but they said they ain't ready for all that shit. Hey, what? All right, back to the jobs, okay? You see them balloons still ain't came back up in a nan video. I might not even edit these. I think I'm gonna just put them all in one, just so everybody can see everything that's happening right now, because this is insane. But anyway, when it comes to the jobs, right? When it comes to the job, if you don't want to work at the job, right? You might not want to work at all, but let's, start somewhere. And again, maybe this video is for you, maybe it's not. I don't know. Ancestors said do it, so that's what I'm doing, right? So in my experience, I was working this job. I'm still working this job, right? But there are different positions within this job. This is a company to where they have different opportunities and different, things that you can do, to where maybe it's just your actual position that you're in. Maybe you don't want to be, the cashier. Maybe you will be better in the stock area. Or maybe you don't want to be in the sales department. Maybe you need to be in customer service instead of sales, or vice versa. You see what I'm saying? What you want to do is, if you haven't tried this already, you want to try to see if there are other opportunities for other positions within your job, right? Within the place that you at, so you're not just leaving. Because obviously the whole video is geared towards people who feel like they can't quit their job, right? So in this case, that's why you're going to see if there are any other opportunities in other places. Again, me with my experience, I was working in one department and I hated that department. But that's where I spent the majority of my time at that job at, because I never looked at what other positions they had. And what's crazy is I was ready to quit my job. I was ready to quit my job, right? I was ready to quit. All right, so listen. I didn't try to get any other job within my actual job, right? Another position within my job. And so what ended up happening was, when I was ready to quit and I was like, listen, if something don't shake, I'm leaving. I don't care what I don't know about. Oh, I still don't know why they put, you know what? Could y'all stop? Because seriously, I can't even concentrate. Okay? I can't concentrate. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta have some type of chill. Listen, okay. Hold on. That's them, y'all, because why are they doing it now? You know what? Like I said, find something that's there, because I ended up saying I was ready to quit, and if something don't shake, then I'm leaving. But what told me that I was meant to be there was probably about a week later, I ended up getting an email saying that there's another job that is hiring. It's like an email that was sent out to, you know, certain people or everybody, whatever, to say that this department was hiring. And I ended up getting hired in that department. This was also a progression within, you know, my job. This was like a raise, you feel me? All of that. So just saying that to say, you never know what's on the other side of you just trying something that you haven't tried before, or looking into seeing if there are other departments that you may be able to do. I didn't even think I was qualified to go into the department that I went in. You see what I'm saying? But more on that later, because then we're going to talk about manifestation. We're going to talk about, you know, stuff like that, to where I also feel like I sort of spoke this into existence some years ago, because there were other encounters that I had with that specific department where somebody might, you know, I might run across somebody at work and they'd be like, yeah, this department. They'll just come up to me like, oh yeah, this department is really nice, it's good, you know, everybody seems to really like it. And it's like just blowing past me, because my mind is not thinking that. You know what I'm saying? My mind is not thinking to go to another department. I'm just trying to get out. You feel me? But it wasn't meant for me to get out at that time, you know, and it's still not meant for me to get out of there. And so even with it not being time, I'm okay with that, because I know that now I'm in the department that I'm supposed to be in, and that I'm most likely going to, you know, when I do leave completely, that's going to be the department that I'm leaving from. I'm leaving with peace of mind. I'm leaving actually enjoying my job. And I won't even say necessarily having to enjoy it, but it's something that's tolerable. It's something that don't stress me or depress me. It's something that I don't dread waking up to go do. It's something that I don't mind doing overtime for. You see what I'm saying? And it's still also helping me cultivate skills that I'm even using right now at this very moment, just such as speaking, because I talk on the phones at work. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, the same things that I'm doing and that I'm cultivating right now with my throat chakra are the same things that I've been doing for years at work, and now been doing a different position, but still with the same sort of concept, but easier on me. You see what I mean? So you got to see if there's other things that you can do, you know, besides what you're doing at that particular job before you actually leave. Now, if you fill out an application, you get hired at a totally different company, cool. That's what was meant for you. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes we hold ourselves back and we block ourselves, right? We block ourselves from being able to hear what opportunities we actually have. You see what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that we keeping our ears open for different opportunities that we may have not thought about before, or that we maybe should look more into once we hear about it. But yeah, like I said, I know it worked for some people, and they get on here and be like, quit your 9 to 5 and be an entrepreneur. Well, first of all, that's not for everybody. Second of all, you know, this video ain't for you, is basically what I'm trying to say. Or when I was trying to look up stuff like that on YouTube before I had to figure it out on my own, it was just like, okay, everybody's saying to quit my 9 to 5, but I've actually tried that before. I've actually done that before, to where I quit my 9 to 5, you know, years and years ago or whatever, and I was not in a good situation, to the point where I had to go back to my 9 to 5. Everything works differently for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Some people can't just quit their 9 to 5. Some people, you know, are not able to just be like, oh yeah, I want to live abundantly, and I know that I have this already, and I'm walking out and stepping out on faith, but they got kids and spouses. You see what I'm saying? Like, some things are not as realistic, or even if the end goal is realistic, because they may not understand certain manifestation and stuff like that yet. It's more so like you have to be a realist and also be the realist. Let me say that again. You have to be a realist, but also be the realist. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to make sure that you being real with the situation, even if it has to progress to get to a further point. And in saying all that, that leads me to my last thought. In some people's situations, I think what makes this video different from other people who just say quit your 9 to 5, or this is what you do if you hate your job. I think what makes this video different is what I'm channeling. And what I'm channeling is, and this is my experience, right? you have to allow some people, not everybody, but some people have to allow the job to be the abundance, or I'm sorry, not to be the abundance, but be what leads you to that abundance. What I mean by that is your job, stop looking at it as a job. Stop looking at it as something that you have to do, and look at it as something you get to do, because this is what's going to lead to your abundance. Like how I said, some of the stuff that I'm doing now actually relates to the skills that I've gotten from the job, right? I feel like also what that means is if I'm working a job and I'm making good money, you know, and whether I like the job or not, if I done tried, like I said, to do whatever it is that I need to do in order to change that situation and it hasn't worked yet, it's a reason why you're still there. So you need to basically trick your mind into believing that the job is not a job, that is something that you get to do because it's going to lead to your abundance. Because if you're working a job and you're making money, when you make money, you feel a little better because you can do more, and you can feel more abundant because you are making money, because you do have that income coming in. So you're gonna feel more abundant while you're doing your actual goals, while you're doing your actual purpose. Because, oh, well, I don't know, I already got the money. I'm not doing this purpose, or I'm not doing this thing that I love, or trying to reach this goal because I get paid to do it. I'm doing this because I love it. And you'll do it with an abundance mindset. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like your 9 to 5 or wherever you at with your, you know, what you do is helping you so that you can do you better, so that you can do the things that you love and the things that you really should be focusing on, and your purpose and stuff like that. You'll be able to do it better because you'll feel better. And I'm just saying this because, again, it might not work for everybody, but I know it worked for me. It worked for me because even when I was still in that position, I still had to understand, whether it's make sticky notes on my computer. I got a lot of them, and I know you can see them through some of my glasses on some of my older videos. Like, telling myself and reminding myself of why I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's literally part of it. I'm about to start another video because I got another channel message. So basically what I'm saying is your 9 to 5 is like the path, the direction, and the way, the trail to get to your actual abundance, right? So the other channel message, this is just like, if I tell you that your abundance, or say the store, right? If I tell you to go up the street, turn left on the first street, and then turn right, and you can't miss it. Imagine that being your abundance. And imagine you going the opposite way or going a different way. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, why would you do that if this is the way to get to your abundance? And I just told you how to get there. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, don't go the opposite way. And I'm not saying don't listen. Don't have nothing to do with listening to me. It just has to do with your abundance and where it's at versus what you might be trying to do, or you not having that mindset to think that this is your way to the abundance. You see what I'm saying? Because it's part of your life right now. In the very now moment, that is what you have to do, or that's what you're doing, because that's just where you are in life right now. And that's okay. But again, if you still there and you feel like you've already tried other options, it's a reason why you're there. It's a higher purpose for why you're there. So that's how you have to look at it. It's the way to your abundance. This is part of your life journey. This is right now how things need to be until they change, because you were doing all the work in order to change it, and you never quit regardless of what results you got. Always try new things. I said this in my very first video that I ever posted. Dig more holes. It's not about who is better than who. It's not about none of that. It's about who digs more holes, who takes more action. That's what makes you the best. What makes you the best is because you're actually doing, not trying to do, not you're doing all that you can, and you know that. Don't get weary in that doing. But again, just make sure that you continue and understand that the reason for it is because it's part of your higher purpose for you to move forward and for you to grow. Again, this is somebody who is also trying to make whatever change they possibly can. See all their opportunities, all their options. Right? Alright. But yeah, though, all I got to say about that is rewatch the video if you missed something, and like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, the stuff in this video is proven and done by me, experienced by me, so I'm not gonna tell y'all nothing that didn't work. You feel me?